Good morning. 3:10 a.m. Rough getting up, but here I am. Game plan today is to just try to get as many films as I can. I want to probably go to sleep at 4:30, seeing as I went to bed a little bit late. By a little bit late, I mean like 11 o'clock. So I'm going off of 4 hours right here, so I need at least 6 hours. Yeah. Alright, let's do it. Music. And kitty. Oh. '76, '78, '79. 79. I'm just getting the raw audio from this. Let's see what we've got.
Hello, William Mosley here. What's up? 24, that's check. Hello. Oh, what's up, peeps? Before we get into this, please, if you have not subscribed to the podcast, please do so. It would really mean a lot to me. Okay, this one is for the photographers or aspiring photographers or anyone that's thinking about maybe doing it. I am by no means, I don't really define myself.
You know what's crazy, guys? We're on like 410 right now, like as far as like the content that's been created. I could still have a whole bunch more content. It's 14 days later. Every day I've been making multiple pieces. So right now we're literally 2 weeks. I got 2 weeks in the buffer. If I decide to even stop today, I still have like almost a month's worth of content. I mean, it's a really good thing. It's also really a bad thing. But I'm kind of balancing it where I'm just like pulling these, but I'm also doing like ones from the day too. So I'm probably going to do one of these, and then I'm going to also pull a GoPro as well, because I want to see what that looks like. And then maybe tomorrow I'll actually focus on like making a real nice film. Alright, so this one is about... I thought I saw an 81. Shit. I hope not. $80, and then 81 was the, so this is gonna be 82. Shooting photography.
Went out to the waterfall. The photo shoot went great, and that was where I finally, you know, when you hit that moment of clarity and what.
Okay, cool. So there it is. Today is the 24th. I gotta admit though, the numbers are getting ridiculous. I can't keep up with the episode numbers in my head as far as what and where and all that. It's a little bit ridiculous. Let's kill that. Literally, that window just disappeared somehow. Alright, we need an image. Where's my phone at? Let's go and listen to this.
Oh, what's up, peeps? Before we get into mean a lot to me. Okay, this one is for the photographers or aspiring photographers or anyone that's thinking about maybe doing it. I am by no means, I don't really define myself as a photographer at all. Like, I'm a creative director, which kind of involves a lot of the different talents. So photography is in one of those little buckets, and it has not been one of those things where I've raised my hand up and been like, let me do this, let me do this, let me do this. It's kind of been one of those things where at work it's kind of came over a few times, over and over and over, and slowly and surely I've kind of learned more of what goes into getting a good picture consistently. I had a photo shoot yesterday, and I had pretty much a team photo shoot where you want profile headshots for all the team members, about 10 team members roughly, and we want kind of all matching background, all that stuff. I was the reason I think that this opportunity came up and was boss volunteered me again, like previous, for doing a photo shoot for one of our partners. one of our big partners. And so we went out to...
Alright, I gotta pause this for a second. I gotta grab an asset. Alright, back with you guys. Let's see.
Right, like the length of a semi-truck. Let's think roughly 2 semi-trucks long. In the middle,
Good morning, it is.
like at the front of the very first of that semi-truck,
Eyden is
in your mind, distance, you need about that
What
much
is
space
going
to
on?
the waterfall.
Too much.
sitting in bed, listening to him cry, waiting till he falls asleep. Decided to just get up and do a project and
Yeah, I feel you, bro. We don't need that.
All the photo shoot was great, and that was where I finally, you know, when you hit that moment of clarity in whatever it is that your craft, where everything stops becoming so complicated, and because you grasp several core principles, everything just starts to turn.
One more thing.
I hit that moment a few weeks ago at the waterfall.
Keep on talking about the waterfall, so I'm just gonna pull the photos from the waterfall. Excuse me. Alright, I'm back with it. I don't know which one to specifically use. I like both of these. But I think that I'm going to go with I'm just gonna go with this one. Simple enough.
Up and being like, let me do this, let me do this, let me do this. It's kind of been one of those things where at work it's kind of came over a few times, over and over and over, and slowly and surely I've kind of learned more of what goes into getting a good picture consistently. I had a photo shoot yesterday, and I had pretty much a team photo shoot where you want profile headshots for all the team members, 10 team members roughly, and we want kind of all matching background, all that stuff. I was the reason I think that this opportunity came up and was the boss volunteered me again previous for doing a photo shoot for one of our partners, one of our big partners. And so we went out to the waterfall. The photo shoot went great, and that was where I finally, you know, when you hit that moment of clarity in whatever it is that your craft, where it stops becoming so complicated, and because you grasp several core principles, everything just starts to turn. I hit that moment a few weeks ago at the waterfall. I know it sounds so like awe-inspiring, but it was a combination of me filming for a year, I believe, understanding kind of how ISO works, understanding how depth of field works, that stuff. I had that stuff, but shutter speed as far as film goes, that made sense to me. The shutter speed as far as photography went, it escaped me. And I know, like, all the expert photographers are out there like, yeah, I know, Will, damn. It does matter, of course, what you're doing, but the main thing that I was doing, I was shooting at the waterfalls, and I wanted to get shots, capturing the subject really sharp and the waterfall nice and blurred background. It's like very fast shot, no blur.
Cool. Good enough. Not going to spend any more time on this. Little Louie just seems to throw out the RX 100, record an intro, outro, and yeah. That'll be that. How much time do I have on this one? Probably about a minute. Good morning, guys. Straight 3:50 a.m. in the morning. I'm about to catch some sleep, but in this one, we're literally going to go over photography for non-photographers. I'm by far not a photographer, filmmaker, but I've had several places where like the companies asked me to do photos, and I've just been trying to pick up what I can. So these are my thoughts on how, if you're a filmmaker, if you're just starting out, things that I've started to grasp that have been super key, especially if you're a filmmaker. Alright, cool. Let's jump in. Really hope you enjoyed that one. There's so much more that I want to share with you guys. Like, I'm literally almost a month of footage that's been already shot that I want to just continue, that I have to share with you. It's just a matter of distributing and getting it out as fast as I can. And there's only so much I can do, especially when my body is like, let's go to sleep. So there's so much more on the horizon. Look forward to it. Peace. And that is how you do an intro and an outro. One take. I think I've said this plenty of times before, but on the RX 100 5, even after you press record, you have to wait like 5 seconds. I don't know why. If you're recording in 4K, or else it won't catch the very first couple seconds, which sucks. This needs to go. My little system that I had going for putting my camera stuff up here has started to dwindle, and I need that to stay the same. I really like that. So I'm gear is all at one time. So Will, why do you record intros and outros? It's just very simple. Sometimes in these I don't know what exactly the topic is. Sometimes I do, but it really gives the person up front in like 30 seconds what the whole thing is about, so you're not wasting their time. If it's something they want to watch or not watch or whatever. That's plain and simple. Let those import. Like yesterday, if I had to think about how many films I actually made, like recorded, one, I think one on the way, yeah, I think one or two on the way to work, two on lunch, two in the evening when I was driving on the GoPro, on just driving for errands. I don't know why that's not opening. And then one more in the very evening. So that's like, what, 7 films in one day? But I'm only able to get like 1 or 2 out per day. So you guys get the point. Anyways, let's come back over here. Let's finish this film up. I'm waiting for this Omi thing so I can upload to SoundCloud, but it doesn't want to do it. It's where the thing is dying right now, trying to record me and do a film all at the same time. Go, Rainbow Will, go! I don't know if I actually need Illustrator open. Come on, I'm gonna have to kill Final Cut and then open it back up. You can do it, Rainbow Will. You can do it. I'm tired. I want to go to sleep. Let's get it. Let's make it happen. Go, Rainbow Will. Now, the one thing that will help or will make me able to get more out is going to sleep at the right time. But like, it's just not possible for me to stay up more than maybe an hour and a half, especially if I've went to sleep at like 11. It's just there gets to a point where with your body, if you sacrifice too much sleep, that the whole day you're dragging, which makes everything much less fun. Okay, so Final Cut, you're gonna have to die and wake up again. Okay, cool. While Final Cut's doing that, we can do this number. Wondering if I should put raw audio at the very beginning of this. Nah, I'll put raw audio at the very end. Okay, we're looking for an intro and outro. So I'm gonna take this, throw you here. Command Shift V, which copies all the traits or whatever onto this clip from this clip. I'll tell you though, the reason why I was up late last night, I had to catch up on Catfish with the wife. I had to.
Good morning, guys. Straight 3:50 a.m. in the morning. I'm about to catch some sleep, but in this one, we're literally going to go over photography for non-photographers. I am by far not a photographer, filmmaker, but I've had several places where like the companies asked me to do photos, and I've just been trying to pick up what I can. So these are my thoughts on how, if you're a filmmaker, if you're just starting out, things that I've started to grasp that have been super key, especially if you're a filmmaker. All right, cool. Let's jump in. Let's jump in.
Oh, what's up, peeps? Before we get
Alright, that's the in and out. You guys see how that just makes it so much better? It just kind of gives one. I'm able to just like talk about if there's something that's going on right this second, I'm able to just throw it in there in the mix, in the end, or in the beginning. That's current today. So no matter that this whole film was from April 10th and it's now April 24th, I still can share precisely what's going on in today's day. And it really gives power to it, because like I used to really hate that like the footage was old or a day old or 3 days old or whatever, but now it's not really a big deal at all to me, because I can add what I need. Whatevs. Oh no, we're at a 10-minute 23-second, or uh-oh. I have to cut this down. Nope.
I can share it with you guys on, everywhere. So in the next one, we're going to talk about the most important part of capturing that picture sharply and, perfectly. All right, catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
More seconds in this, but check out the picture in the background, right? Like, I'll talk more about that in a little bit.
Nope, it's old clip. Old clip.
Most important part of getting capturing that picture. ISO. Before we get into this, please, if you have not subscribed to the podcast, please do so.
Yeah, I guess we're gonna have to not have my outro, right?
Really hope you enjoyed that one. There's so much more that I want to share with you guys. Like, I'm literally almost a month of footage that's been already shot that I want to just continue, that I have to share with you. It's just a matter of distributing and getting it out as fast as I can. And there's only so much I can do, especially when my body is like, let's go to sleep. So there's so much more on the horizon. Look forward to it. Peace.
Alright, well, because we're not going to use this in the film, I'm just going to throw this thing up on Instagram real quick.
Really hope you enjoyed that one. There's so much more that I want to share with you guys. Like, I'm literally almost a month of footage that's been already shot that I want to just continue, that I have to share with you. It's just a matter of distributing and getting it out as fast as I can. And there's only so much I can do, especially when my body is like, let's go to sleep. So there's so much more on the horizon. Look forward to it. Peace.
There you are. And that's how you do it. Done. And now I'm going to delete that and use our little outro. I think that's enough. I think we got enough. I think we're just within the time limits. We're getting borderline, like, I need my sleep. I need to get this. Throw this over here. Come on. That takes us down to 10:10. Hey.
Before we get into this,
things that I've started to grasp that have been super key, especially super key.
I really hope that's not Titan actually waking up, because I'm absolutely exhausted. If that is, that's gonna just not be my luck today.
catch you guys on the next one.
Yep, I definitely hear him. I really hope he takes a bottle, because I'm not in this for that long haul. Not today, not today. We got it down to 9:59. It's good enough. Okay, export. Alright, there it is. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. I'm gonna go get the baby a bottle and get about 2 hours of sleep. Peace.